Welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles, and this morning we're visiting with Alexis Sheffield. She's with the University of Kentucky, horticulture specialist there with the Center of Crop Diversification. And today we're going to talk a little bit about maybe something that our home gardeners, our commercial producers are dealing with, and that's weeds.
It's been rainy, it's the heat is coming on, and so I don't know about you, but I look outside and I'm like, "Oh, look, Johnson grass. Oh, look, crabgrass. Oh, look, name a weed." And I feel like I have it at this point.
Well, and it feels like it's growing overnight,
hmm
right? And so sometimes this can get ahead of us, and sometimes we
Yeah.
can get discouraged.
Yeah, it's very disappointing sometimes when you look out, and I'm just here to tell you that even people who have many, many degrees in horticulture also get attacked by weeds. And so if you that is you, you're not alone. And there's a lot of different things we can do to kind of work through that. And I have been the person who just kind of throws a tarp over it and goes, I'll deal with you later. And so no judgment either way. But yeah, I mean, there's kind of three big ways when we think about weed management. We think about chemical, which most people are pretty familiar with, right? That's your 2,4-D, your glyphosate. Those are those spot sprays that we see, and so those are our chemical controls. We also could think about biological, and so that one's like kind of a little bit weird. But if you think about something like cover cropping, if you're a person who puts in cover cropping in your garden, whether that's summer or fall, that's sort of a biological, right? You're using that as a mulch. And also competition for your weeds, which is my favorite, like beat them out. And then we also think about physical, which also is can be called mechanical, or it could just be you pulling weeds out in the yard when you've had a bad day. There's nothing better than just ripping some weeds out with your anger, right? On a larger scale, we have a lot of different implements. And so, larger scale, if we go from hand, a lot of people will go up to, especially in the specialty crop world, we think about a walk behind tractor. So that's your like BCS, Grillos, things like that. There's some good weed control techniques there, things to deal with covered crops. And then we bump up to the four-wheel tractor, which is a little bit better. So you've got things called like basket weeders and finger weeders that literally can get right up alongside those crops and take those weeds out from within, a couple centimeters of your crop. And we even have some camera guided equipment these days that, little AI robots that go on out there and will weed your fields, which is pretty wild.
Yes, amazing, right? And some producers might feel like that's like out of reach for them.
Mhm. Yeah.
But I know you guys have an event coming up that's going to show people a little bit more about some of these.
Yeah, so we have the first ever Kentucky Mechanical Weed Control Field Day. And so that is at the UK Horticulture Research Farm. This is aimed at specialty crop growers. So whether you're growing 20 acres of sweet corn or you're even just a, small, you want to upgrade your hand tools type person, this is something that can apply to you. It is in September, so September 23rd, and it's going to be all day. It's in Lexington. Amazing food will be provided and ice cream sandwiches. So obviously you want to come. And we have kind of limited spots. But the great thing about this field day, and we attended one in the Midwest to kind of get a feel for it. We took a group of farmers. And what they said was it's very daunting, right? To buy this really expensive piece of equipment, whatever level you're on. And so to see it in action, to even possibly use it, to talk to the people who have made it, to learn more about it, can really help you when you're going, okay, if I'm going to spend, $200, $2,000, $20,000, this is something that you can see in action and be like, yeah, that makes sense for my soil and my weeds in my field. And so if you're interested in that, you can go to the Center for Crop Diversification's website. Right up there at the top bar, there is a mechanical weed control field day tab. Click on that, all that info, registration. You can see who's coming. Like I said, we're going to have camera guided equipment as well as some really nice, way to upgrade even your hand tools. There'll be a trade show, lots of great information. And again, great food and all from local producers. So we're really proud of that.
Absolutely. Now, Alexis, is there a registration fee for this field day?
Yes, yeah. So registration fee is $55. Like I said, that's, comes with like the full day and everything. And then again, at that trade show, you can purchase some things, see things. So it is $55 and you can register. We do have limited spots. So I would tell you that I know it's early, but if you think that this might be for you, go ahead and get signed up.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.